You saw the title, you know what's going down. We watched the Willow music video early this morning and we've been thinking about it all day, and finally I was like, you know what? I have to wear this makeup look. So that's exactly what we're doing. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then please just keep on watching. So to start this look, she has a very flawless base. So I'm going to start with foundation. I'm going to be less focused on the product that I'm using and more just on what we're doing, what the technique is, you know, just we're pretty much copying a picture. So can we talk about the fact that Taylor Swift is just dropping surprise albums this year? I mean, there's never been a time where we've needed this more. And the vibe is just so perfect. It's like melancholy and introspective and a little sad. Oh, it's so good. Do you guys have a favorite yet from this album? I think I like the one with, I don't know how you say it. Is it Haim the band or Haim the band? I really like that one. And I like that the dude from Mumford & Sons has a feature on one of the songs. I heard a male in the background and I was like, is that one of the dudes that she's been working with? But it was the singer from Mumford & Sons, and I really liked Mumford & Sons back in the day. So I'm just taking concealer to cover up my under eyes. I have a little bit of maskne as it's been called. I'm just gonna like let it sit for a second. That way the pigmentation gets a little bit better, and just literally tap it exactly where it sits. That way I'm not spreading it around and I get the most coverage in that area. So yeah, I watched the music video for Willow and obviously I was like, I'm gonna have to do that immediately. This look could definitely be like holiday glam. It's a pretty light look, so you can amp it up with lashes or extra liner or even more like shading and stuff. It seems like very, very minimal, which I love for this era. It feels like very whimsical and Little House on the Prairie, and trust me, I search everywhere for like a cute little peasant-y top, but I just don't, that's just not my style. I don't have that stuff in my collection. Like I had a headband like the one that she uses, but I got rid of it because I don't wear that style. Before we do any type of powdering, I'm going to do a cream bronzer situation. It seems like she has very little on her face, so I'm just going to continue that. I'm going to use, like I said, a cream product because it'll look the most natural. We'll blend it out, don't worry. Right now, this ish does not look natural. So yeah, I don't know if you guys ordered the vinyl the last go round, but I did and I still don't have it. And now she's released another freaking album and I don't have the vinyl from the first one. Did you guys watch the Long Pond sessions too that she put up on Disney Plus? You really should go check that out if you haven't seen it. She kind of gives like a behind the scenes look of every single song, and she talks with two of the people she wrote the album with and kind of goes through everything, and then they perform it super stripped down, and it's incredible. It came out like around Thanksgiving, so I watched it then. Yeah, I just love Taylor Swift. She's only a few months older than me, so I feel like we have similar life cycles, or around the same time, like we're going through similar things. And I really loved Lover because I'm in a relationship, as you know, and it just had a lot of songs on it that I'm like, oh my god, did I write that song? Like the song Afterglow destroyed me. Now I'm gonna add highlighter. She has a really glowy cheek, which I'm so thrilled about. So I'm gonna do my best to replicate that. I'm adding just a little extra concealer around my nose. I realized that in a lot of my videos you can see, I used to have a nose ring and you can see it sometimes in the video and that kills me. But it just is what it is. It's my skin. But I just want to really perfect the base because her skin looks so beautiful and perfect and glowy. So yeah, now that the year is wrapping up, what music did you guys love this year? I feel like I really loved all the pop releases like Dua Lipa, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande obviously. There's a whole bunch of music that I love. Troye Sivan put out some really good music. Loud put out good music. Obviously Taylor Swift freaking crushed it. One of my old favorite hardcore bands got back together and they made an album or an EP. Like there's just been so much good stuff that came out this year, even though it was the shittiest year ever. I feel like we got some really good music. Leave a comment down below and let me know what your top like few albums were, like top favorite songs. I'm a huge music nerd, so I would love to see what you guys have been listening to. I don't think she had anything on her brow, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of this e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel. I'm sorry if you guys are getting super sick of all the same stuff that I'm using, but I just haven't been buying makeup and just really trying to use what I have, so I hope that's okay. I'm only going to powder a tiny little bit underneath my eyes because I'm using a glittery eyeshadow, so I don't want it to like fall out and then me not be able to get it off. When you put a powder down, it's easier to flick any fallout off. So I'm just going to take a little bit of powder underneath the eye area in case there's fallout, but I want to keep this really glowy. I don't want to use a bunch of powder. So I want to let that shine out. I'm going to just do a touch in between the eyebrows because they do get a little shiny. Oh god, I have to go let a cat in. Hang on. Alright, I have to leave the door cracked because she's in, she's out, she doesn't know what she wants. For the eyes, it is super simple. It looks like pretty much just a shimmer all over the eyes with a little bit of liner on the outside. So I'm just gonna try that. I might do just a little bit of contouring in the crease with a light shade. But using like literally the tiniest amount. And then I'm gonna pack a shimmer all over the eye. It almost looks like she used like a loose glitter. So I might layer this. And I'm literally just taking that all over the lid. And then taking the brush I used earlier just to blend it, you know the drill. She doesn't seem too precise about it. I'm also gonna take that color underneath, because it was pretty prominent in that inner half of the eye. So that's almost it. I'm going to take another eyeshadow that I have that is just like glitter and pop that over top because it does look like a pretty glittery lid. Gorgeous. I don't know anyone who doesn't want just a freaking full-on glitter lid. And finally, it looked like she had just a little bit of liner sort of on the outer part of her eye. We have very similar eye shapes in the sense that we have hooded eyes and, you know, we don't have a lot of lid real estate. So I appreciated that it was just like a little bit on the outer corner. It looks like it was a dark brown. So I'm just going to buff that on that outer half here. It was really soft, so I'm just taking my finger that I used for my eyeshadow before and just kind of buffing over it because I don't want it to be too noticeable. And with whatever's left, looks like she had just maybe a baby wing. I'm just gonna flick it outward. For mascara, I'm using the CoverGirl Exhibitionist because it's black brown and I want this to be really soft. It doesn't look like she has a major lash. So usually I don't talk to you guys while I do my mascara, but we have to talk about Taylor Swift's discography. I first fell in love with her with the song Our Song, which was from her first album. Wasn't a huge country fan ever in my life, but that song was so flippin' cute and I think everybody loved that song. And then obviously Speak Now was like incredible. And it was perfect. Like I said, like we're the same age, so a lot of the themes just felt like really important at the same time. But I think Red is my favorite all the way through. Lover is probably right underneath that. I friggin' love that. Reputation I wasn't as big on. I was also one of those that I was like, Taylor Swift's getting annoying. So I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. But I was not a huge fan of that album. It definitely had good songs on it, but it wasn't my favorite. But I think All Too Well is probably my favorite song ever from her. I really, really like that. But Afterglow, like I said, is really great. I just love so much of what that gal does. Actually, last year for our Christmas EP, Tristan and I covered Lover, and that is on our Spotify. I'll leave that link down below if you guys want to check it out. My mother-in-law says it's her favorite. Which is really sweet. But yeah, big time Taylor Swift fan over here. I mean, as you can tell. Like I said, the eyes are not the focus, so I'm just gonna do one coat of mascara. Don't think I've ever said that in my life before. She also does the mascara on the bottom, so I'm just gonna put a quick coat on those bottom lashes. We are working with a tiny bit of fallout from the eyeshadow, so just gonna grab a brush and lick it away. Alright, the lip here is very important. It looks like she's using more of a pink-based red, but I don't have a pink-based red. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with this lip liner, if I can get it open. I don't know, I can't get it open. Oh, here we go. Alright, it's called Hot Red by NYX. I'm gonna give it a quick sharpen. I'm gonna line the lip. Pretty straightforward. gonna take a lipstick that could be hit or miss. I think this is more orange based, but like I said, I don't have a pink based red, so. I'm gonna take a small brush and just use a little bit of foundation to clean up a little bit around the edge of the lip. Taylor always has such a sharp friggin' lipstick. I don't know how the hell she pulls it off. Okay, and that is going to complete this Taylor Swift Willow inspired makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had such a good time recreating this. I hope it inspires you guys to go out and pull out your red. Like I said, this would be perfect for the holiday season. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and I'll link everything down below, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye!